Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever it is in your country. This is your girl. I mean it, the real deal. Lanita Skills reaction. Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey, to you. Yeah. Told you about embarrassing me. Alright, y'all, I'm better. I'm running late, y'all. That's supposed to be up. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Tony. Let's talk about Tony. Okay, how did Tony know where? How did Tony know where Krystal is? I want to know that. If she was trying to get away from him, how he found out where she is? Don't be telling me nothing about no children, about no daughter. I still want to know, how did Tony know where she lived? That's your house. Girl, that down your head. You don't need to put some pants on it like your mama. All that thick hair. Your hair don't grow like that. You showed up what this lady said about her hair. She said, I'm gonna get my own hair done. I ain't been putting nothing in there. Got all that thick hair on your head. Don't make no sense. Okay, people. Like I said, y'all gotta get out of here. Oh, camera. Hey. Jesus. All right, y'all. Let me head it to the car. Y'all be good. Y'all know I'm about to go to work. Don't try me. But y'all, how Tony? Think about it, y'all. Think about it. If that girl was trying to, if she moved from Wagner to get away, hold on, y'all. I'm going to the car. Hold on for a minute. I don't want to fall. If Krystal was trying to get away from a knucklehead like Tony, how in the world? Good morning, Chappelle. If she was trying to get away from a knucklehead like Tony, how in the world he found out where she lives? Come on now, y'all roll with me. Roll with me now. Roll with me. Roll with me. Think about it. I'm trying to get away from this dude. I'm trying to get away from a dude that ain't got no sense. Put some gas in this car, baby. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to my mods, y'all. Cause y'all know how I work. Y'all know I'm a workaholic. Whatever the mind tells me to do, I do it. Like I said, if if Krystal trying to get away from Tony, now I'm catching on to what the person was asking us. A lot. I woke up in the middle of the night, and and I had to think about what is this person trying to tell us. The person trying to tell us we're not thinking. He said, think. And so I had to start thinking. Down to think, y'all. Think, young people. He said, if Tony, the question was, if Tony came in the house and asked them kids where Krystal was, or did Krystal have a man there? Y'all know I'm driving now. I'm gonna be able to look at the chat now till I get up to the job. Tony said, okay, go back. The person said, if Tony asked the kids where Krystal was, did she have a man in the house? Well, what's Krystal? Now I understand these questions that this person is asking us, because what is he doing in Krystal's house? How he knows where Krystal live? If I'm trying to get away from a guy from an abusive situation, how in the heck he found out where I live? I went back to think about this girl who claims she knows Krystal, who claims she helped Krystal find a spot. I'm curious about that girl. The reason why I'm curious about that girl is because she could have told Tony where she stayed. Tony followed her or stalked her. So how do what's Tony doing in that girl's house? What is he doing in Krystal's house is the question. Man, this stuff ain't getting real. Now, hold up, let me see something. Okay. The children would listen to me. We understand that the children was home alone, y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. I had to sleep on this now. It was a setup, okay, you believe. Okay, but listen to what I said. I'm going back to what this person said. Now I understand what this person said. Now, they asked us, where was Tony? Where was Krystal when he asked the kid, asked that child, did Krystal have a man in the house? If they're not going together, if they're not staying together, you have to realize, why is he there? Why is he in her house? See, that's what I'm saying. You said yes. Was the girl watching her? See, I'm curious about this. Something ain't right about that. Now I'm seeing what this person going. What you just said, and who was in the house with them children? Who? Wait a minute. I went back and looked at that video. I went back and watched that video. Tony was over Krystal's house, y'all. Okay. Tony was over there. When he asked the kids, did she have, was anybody there with him? Her was a man over there. Tony could have, you know what, y'all? I hate to say this. Tony thought he was getting set up. Allegedly. I believe Tony thought that he was getting set up. I believe Tony thought that somebody was trying to run a game on him. Good morning, Francia. Tony was watching her. Tony was watching her social media. Okay, good point. Yeah, something ain't right. Something still ain't right. Something still ain't right. That's why I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. When I went back and watched that video, I understand why the reporter kept asking them about Krystal and what kind of person Krystal was. And can you tell me something about Krystal? I'm going to tell y'all reason why. It's because Shadira don't know too much about Krystal history. Shadira talks about her sister. Shadira is Krystal's sister. She talks to, she reminds me of my brother living with my grandmama, and he don't know too much about what we do. Because she don't even know what school she went to. She didn't even know what school her own sister went to. Y'all got to put y'all two together. Shadira don't know too much about Krystal. Which, you know, now, go back to what I said. Tony didn't just pop up and came over Krystal house. Tony didn't just woke up that morning. See, this thing ain't making sense. Tony didn't just wake up and say, I'm about to go over Krystal house. He ain't just say that, y'all. He ain't just say that. If Krystal was so afraid of Tony, he wouldn't have been in her house. Why is Tony so concerned about a man being over to Krystal's house when they not even together? Who is this man Tony concerned about? Tony asked that question for a reason. Tony asked that question because Tony want to know, who is this dude? Who is this dude? He know the dude. Tony know the dude. Because when they went and pick up that batch, Tony never did mention the guy's name to us. Tony said somebody. Info about Krystal and things she was tied to the phone. Absolutely. And Tony already knew what she was dealing with. Absolutely. Because they both do the same thing. I'm gonna tell y'all. Tony thought Tony was on his way over to Krystal house to pick up his share of money from the batch. That what that was. Tony's on his way over there. When Tony asked them kids that, the kids, they went outside and they got in an argument. The guy was already gone. The kids looked out the window. Absolutely. Okay. Now, listen, y'all. Listen. They saw Tony put their mama in the trunk. Now, let's rewind this thing and put this thing in a hypothetical situation. I'm gonna change something, y'all. Listen to what I'm doing. Listen to what I'm doing. I'm changing stuff. I'm changing stuff. I'm changing stuff. I'm just changing stuff to see with the puzzle piece, with it fit. Why is Tony over to Krystal house? Tony, I think Krystal is the buyer. I think Krystal is the lead person. Krystal is the lead person. Krystal the one got the money. Krystal the one got the drugs. Krystal. Tony. Krystal don't want Tony no more. My question is, how did Tony end up? How Tony end up over her house with his hands out? Tony was planning on robbing Krystal. Was he planning on robbing Krystal? What was he planning on doing to Krystal? For him to want to know who this guy is. Tony done got jealous, y'all. They done broke up, and Tony think that they done broke up. Tony know the dude that she was with, and he didn't want her to leave him for that dude. Krystal the one with the money. Tony didn't have the money. Krystal the one with the money, and I believe Tony was still jealous and in love with her. Now, do y'all believe the story? Do y'all believe that Tony did y'all believe the kids? Do y'all believe the kids? Let me ask y'all something. Now I'm asking y'all the question that the person asking. I'm asking y'all the question that the boy ask us. I'm almost at work, y'all. I'm asking y'all the question that what the boy asked us. A man, a woman, whoever it was. Now I'm asking y'all the question. I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why. Okay, you said you believe the children. Yes. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to drive. Yes. But details are left out. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you what this sound. I'm gonna tell you what this. I don't want to look at this. I don't want to look at this case different. I really don't. I really don't. I don't want to look at. I don't want to change nothing that was said what the deputy, what the PI said, the private investigator said. I really don't. I don't want to change nothing she said. Y'all, I really don't. But I got to change something for a minute. Y'all don't be mad at me. I'm just saying it allegedly now. Everything is allegedly. I for some reason. Hold on, y'all. I'm up the street from a job. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Oh boy. I don't. I'm about to wait, y'all. I'm up the street. I'm almost there. Hold on for 1 second, because now I'm asking y'all the question that the boy asking. I'm asking y'all that for a reason, but I'm gonna wait until I get up here. Hold on, Shaquille. Let me get up here. I'm almost at work. I can't drive and look down. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Hold y'all thoughts for me, like I have to do. Hold on. I'm about to get to the bottom of this. Hold on. Now I'm here. Now we can talk. Now, yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for following me to work. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we can talk. Okay, let me see what you got. You got, yes, but details are left out. I just think some things are left out to protect exactly everything her son saw. First time hearing this story. Frisell, you just need to sit back and listen, Frisell. Because we can't explain it. You got to go back and look at the videos. Okay, now, let's be for real. Let's think about this for real, y'all. Let's think about this for real. If Tony, you know what? Tony, like you said, Tony knew what was going on. Tony knew what was going down for some reason. Reason why I'm saying that, because he tried to beat what was going to be dropped off at the house. Now, he tried to beat, what I mean by that is, he don't even supposed to know where Krystal lives. But he know where Krystal lives through the dude that dropped the stuff off. Wherever he did. Tony immediately found out where Krystal stayed. Okay, you know how men are when you move. You have to be careful because they'd be sitting back in the woods watching. Tony tried to beat that dude over there to get that money over there to Krystal. Krystal got the money, and Krystal was on her way out the door. Krystal got the money. She wasn't going to get Tony none. Krystal wasn't going to get Tony no money. Tony tried to beat the big man over there, but he didn't. Krystal got the money. They started an argument. Tony asked the kids. The reason why Tony asked the kids was a man over there, because that would have let him know that a dropout already done been made. See, Tony had to communicate with that guy who dropped some off at the house. But Krystal got it before Tony did. So now they get in the argument, and Krystal ain't gonna give him the money. Krystal, you know how women are. She ain't gonna give him nothing. So they take that. They when he asked the kid, he said, "Did he asked the kids that y'all got to realize he asked them kids trying to get ahead of the deal, right, Chappelle? He trying to get ahead of it, but he didn't beat it. So now he mad. He angry. Krystal don't want to give him no money. See, Krystal could have. You know what? See, Krystal didn't know what time the pass supposed to be in. The drop supposed to be in. Krystal didn't know it. But Tony did. So Tony don't beat her over there. Tony thought he beat the dude over there. The dude already done been over there. So Tony tried to use psychology on the kid and ask the kids, anybody been a man been over him? And they said, yeah. See, Krystal could have told him, nah, ain't no man been over him yet. So knowing how Krystal is, this ain't new to Krystal. None of this new to what Krystal doing. And it most definitely to Tony overhand. So they get into this argument. And of course kids gonna hear it. Of course kids gonna tell, he gonna ask, if he asks his daughter, of course, they say he asked his son. We don't know who he asked. Cause if that's my dad, I'm about to tell my dad the truth. They got into an argument led outside. See, Tony caught Krystal getting ready to leave. Tony already said she had a pocketbook up on the shoulder. Krystal was about to get the heck on before Tony got there. But Tony beat Krystal there. Tony beat Krystal before she went out the door. So they get into an argument outside. The argument went into physical. But Tony didn't really want to fight her, allegedly. Allegedly, I don't know if he did. I don't know. I don't know. I think that Krystal, they got into if I don't know. If I tell y'all how I really feel, what would y'all think? What would y'all say if I tell y'all what I really feel? If I tell y'all what I really think, what would y'all think? What you think I'm thinking, Chappelle? What do you think I'm thinking? What somebody know what I'm thinking, but I'm holding back from thinking that way. What you think I'm thinking, Chappelle? I'm holding back from thinking the way I want to really think. Somebody know what I'm thinking. But I don't want to think that way. No, I don't want to think that way. For some reason, I don't believe this what happened. I don't believe this what happened. I ain't saying that I don't believe. I'm just saying from the way it sound, it's not the way it sound like it happened to me. I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm thinking. I believe he could have been hit with his fist. Okay, I believe he could have been hit with his fist, not her unconscious, put her in the trunk. What's up, Bam? She was a victim of domestic abuse. Okay. Tony, If I tell y'all what I'm really thinking, I don't know, but Tony messed it up when the PI said that she's a victim of abuse because the sister don't seen her eyes black and stuff before. Now, but in this situation right here, I think the story different, y'all. For me, I'm sorry. I think the story different. I really do. I think the story different. I don't know why I think that Tony is I don't want to say it. 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 I think Krystal was already gone when Tony got there. For some reason, I think that Krystal was already gone when Tony got there. But Tony said that she grabbed the pocketbook and went out the door. Why is Tony in Krystal's house if they don't broke up? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it 'cause I'm going to mess the case up. If I say what I want to say, if I really say what I want to say, it's going to make the DA look bad. And that's what I don't want to do. I think somebody else did something to Krystal. I think somebody else did something to Krystal. I don't think it was Tony. I don't know, is it a female? I don't know, was it a male? I think somebody else did something to Krystal. I don't think it was Tony. Not saying that Tony wouldn't do nothing, but I don't believe it was Tony. I believe it was somebody else did something to Krystal. I just don't believe it was Tony. Somebody ain't tell, somebody leading somebody out this thing. Somebody leading somebody out. And Tony can't tell. That's why Tony said they couldn't have told you I put her in the trunk. All we know, Chris could have got robbed. All we know, Chris could have got set up. All we know, the dudes that came over there did something to Krystal. We don't know. Well, but she had it anyway. Well, but she had it anyway with her person on the shoulder. Somebody lying in this thing. Somebody lies flying everywhere. Yeah, lies flying around everywhere in this case. Allegedly, we don't know the truth. We don't know the truth. We got to get down to the truth. I can't believe a person that abused women. And I'm trying not to believe this person in this case. But he's not a suspect. Y'all gotta remember that. They let him go. Why they looking for him? Why they looking for Tony? Somebody else is in this that they know. I wonder, did Tony ask the kids what a dude over there so they wouldn't do nothing to Krystal? But Tony don't say it. Now, Tony don't throw me off because Tony said that she had a pocketbook on her shoulder. So Tony had to see Krystal. If Krystal had her pocketbook on her shoulder, Krystal had to go outside the house and argue with him. They confusing the case a little bit. Somebody was over to that house with them kids. I don't know, is his sister were there or what? When did his sister come in the picture? We got to figure this out, y'all. We got to figure out. See, I'm trying to look at two sides of the story. I'm trying to look at both sides. Tony said Krystal had her pocketbook on her shoulder and walked out the house. But the kids said that they got into an argument. Why are they arguing? Why are they arguing? He already know what Krystal do. Hold on, let me get my glass. Hold on, let me get my glass. Okay, let me see what you see. The police know who else is. Thank you. Thank you, Chappelle. Thank you, Chappelle. Bam. You just hit it on the nose. Tony ain't the suspect. He's lying more to the story. Tony is trying to protect himself from the other person. See, Tony knows exactly what happened. Is anybody, what's a man over here? What a man over here, y'all? He knew the dropout had already been made. Krystal went out there, got in the car. Because I'm not about to argue with you, Tony. I'm not about to argue with you. You don't supposed to be here no way. We ain't together. I can do what I want to do. Tony thinking that Krystal leaving him because, see, Krystal is the dealer. Y'all not paying attention. Krystal is the dealer in this case, allegedly. Who is this other person in that house? Who is this other person in that house? Y'all doing all of this and the kids in there by themselves. Come on, y'all. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. Yes, he knew what was going down, exactly. And she didn't have anyone watching her back, exactly. She trying to do this deal solo. That's what she was trying to do. And that was the worst thing to do. So that's why he asked the kids about the dude. But I don't think that it was Tony that did something to Krystal. I don't believe it was Tony that did nothing to Krystal. I think it's somebody else did something to Krystal. Tony's scared for his life. Yep. Krystal. Let me say yes, Chappelle. Now Tony's afraid for his life. Now Tony's scared. Now the guy said that last night, the lady or the guy last night said that Tony was 46 miles from there. Barnesville didn't come up in my on the pewter last this morning when I was on live at 3. Tony 48. Oh, how old is Tony? Son? Tony don't have a son over there. He has a daughter, 6. His daughter is 6. His daughter 6. She got that's her. How would how was you said how was his sister know where she lived? Thank you. Everybody know where she lived. Well, Tony could have gave her the direction. She could have. Her sister could have been there too. We don't know what's going on in this case. Somebody knows some. Is somebody missing? Somebody in the case ain't in it. Somebody in the picture is not in the picture. Tony said they couldn't have told you. I think Krystal got robbed. I believe Krystal got set up. I believe whoever brought that money over there, whoever came over there to bring Krystal something, set her up. And when Tony came outside, them folks were still out there. I think this a whole big bunch of mess. That's what it sounded like to me. It seemed like it wasn't Tony. It was somebody else outside. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I can't give up. I can't give up. But I revisit that video. The oldest boy saw something. The oldest boy knows something. He's the key to this. The other boy can talk too. The other boy can talk too. All them kids can talk. Tony's daughter can talk. She's 6. Tony is an abuser. Jealous. Because he been with Krystal 6 years. If I can't hear you, ain't nobody else gonna have you in this situation. And I'm gonna do anything I can to keep her. So, we need some times. They need to give us some times. Times. We ain't got no times here in this case. We don't know what time Tony came. We ain't heard no time. When the dropout was made, we ain't heard no time. Tony car found over there in Newberry, I think. We got to get on the map, y'all, this morning. The only 3 places that they named Tony was located was Newberry, Lexington, Aikens. They ain't mentioned nothing about Barnesville. Last night it was told us that he was in Barnesville. Tony got on his son's account He got on to his son's account and spoke out on his son's account. That's something that I have never seen nobody do. Use their child Facebook to talk through. That's a coward. He gets on Facebook, social media, just to tell us that I know them children ain't told you that I put that girl in the trunk. So if it wasn't Tony who put her in the trunk, who put her in the trunk? Tony. If you didn't do it, who did it? Scary cat. You're a coward because you beat up women. But you're not man enough to tell us who put her in the trunk if you didn't put her in the trunk. Cause you said that the children, you knew that the children, you said, I know them children ain't tell you that I put her in no trunk. Y'all coach them kids to say that. So what happened to Krystal? You said that she put her pocketbook on her shoulder and left out. Why would she trust you around her children, even though you got a daughter by her? You don't even supposed to be there. Why would she go out the house and leave you there with her kids? And she couldn't call the police because of what y'all do, the kind of work that you and her both do. This is a weird case. This case right here weird. It seems like some it seems like some y'all, it's some lies floating around on this mother sucker. It's something going on. It's something going on. Somebody ain't telling the truth. That girl in the video was hurting so bad, like she was holding back. Now that girl in the video sound like she involved in it. I don't even trust her. I don't trust. You know what, Chappelle? I just don't. Something ain't making me trust this case because when they asked, Shadara don't know her sister that much, and I'm trying to find out why she don't know her sister that much. I'm trying to put her in a situation as, you know how you got that one, like my brother stayed with my grandmama. And all the way while he was grown, from little to grown, he can't even tell you what school we went to because he wasn't around us. It seemed like Shadara wasn't around Krystal. You know what I mean? Like that. Because she really didn't know what school she went to until the detective said something. Now, I wonder, is Tony blamed because he is because he's an abusive person, but he wasn't abusive that day. Y'all get what I'm saying? Suppose he wasn't abusive that day. Suppose Tony wasn't abusive that day, but he was the other days. Then that day, now Tony said that I still got Tony. Now y'all, we got to go back to what we got to do. Go back to all them videos that I had, cause the son don't delete the page. I got everything that son delete. So deleting his page is not gonna stop nothing, cause I got everything that was on his page. I got Tony explaining himself. Tony know these guys. Tony know these guys. The whole circle. Tony I wanted that Krystal get, I don't know. I wanted that Krystal get robbed by somebody else. Did somebody else do this to Krystal? Cause Tony old school. Tony old school. He ain't nothing. No, he ain't too much of nothing no more. To me, it's more like Krystal the big timer, and this other person working together instead of her and Tony. It seemed like Krystal and another person. Suppose it could have been two people, a male and a female in this. And they making it look like Tony, they thought it was Tony doing, messing with her, but it wasn't Tony, it was somebody else. Suppose the kids saw somebody else and they thought it was Tony. There was some more people in this. It's some more people in this. It's some more people in this. Somebody leaving out something. It's a big gap in this, y'all. It's a big gap in this. He watched her leave out cause called her outside. Show did, Chappelle. Show did. He watched her. He watched her. But they was in the house. If we listen to, I'm gonna tell you something. We ain't heard the kids say nothing. We ain't heard the kids say nothing. We going by what somebody said to us. We ain't heard the kids say nothing. We probably can listen to the kids and hear something else. Why did the deputy say, the private detective said that? She said something weird that I don't understand. When I revisited that video this morning, I did a video at 3. I just forgot just that quick. God, man, my mind ain't right. My mind's all over the place. I was just about to tell y'all what I said. And I just forgot that quick. I just forgot just that quick. My mind all over the place with this case because they ain't letting our key witness talk. And we always get stuck in a case where we don't hear the key people talk. Why was it important that all 3 of them kids there? That other boy didn't want to be there either. Oh yeah, why did the detective say that Krystal supposed to pick somebody up from the house Sunday, but she didn't show up? Who she supposed to pick up? They act like Krystal don't stay at that house. You see what I mean? Who Krystal supposed to pick up, y'all? The detective said that it blinked out on the computer. It blinked out on the capture word. It said that they got word when Krystal supposed to pick up somebody from the house, the boy or somebody from the house, Sunday. From what house Sunday? And he's supposed to be there with the little children. So was the oldest son ever at the house? We don't know. Was the oldest son at the house? Where's she supposed to be picking up the son from? Y'all better look at this. We got to look at this. We ain't studying this case right. We got to study this case right. Y'all, we're not studying this case right. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to figure out who Krystal's supposed to be picking up, taking them. They didn't say take them to school. They said she supposed to pick them up from the house. Who? Sunday. Who she supposed to pick up from the house Sunday? The reason why they got. Why wasn't they concerned about her Saturday? Because the sister said that when she found out she was missing Saturday. Y'all ain't getting what I'm saying. Y'all ain't getting what to think. Y'all ain't getting this. Y'all not getting this. Saturday, everything went down Saturday. Everything went down Saturday. How in their head they think that Krystal supposed to pick her son up or somebody out from somewhere? They got concerned. That's why they told Tony. Tony called the family and told her sister that Krystal didn't come home. Tony didn't have to do that. Why is Tony the bad guy in this? If Tony called the sister, why is Tony the bad guy? Tony, the sister told Tony, you need to call the detective. You need to call the police department. So don't. I know it's some stuff missing. Because I can't put it together. But we got to put it together. That's our job, to put it together. We got to put it together. Suppose we all wrong with this thing. And Tony right. But Tony running for another reason. Tony always do this. Krystal always do this. We got two people always doing this. Tony burn cars all the time. Krystal do her thing all the time. They holding back information. We understand that they are holding back information, but our job is to get this information that they holding back out. We got to put it together. The piece that they are pulling out, we got to put it in. This case is protecting somebody in the middle. Whoever this is in the middle, they protecting it. This person. They ain't protecting him, and they definitely don't know where this person is. Why is it that they got to be Tony to be the one just because he's an abusive person? They got to come up with something. They got to prove this man. Why you think the police ain't did nothing and put no one out on Tony? Tony ain't got no one out on him. Tony gonna be running. Tony could be running for other reasons. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's not gonna look good for Krystal. This not gonna look. I know we want Krystal back, women. I know we want Krystal back, but it's not gonna look good for Krystal either because of things that Krystal do. Tony went in the right place at the right time. Tony didn't show up at the right time. Tony didn't show up at the right time. No, he didn't. He didn't. He's supposed to beat that deal there. Tony didn't trust them dudes. Tony do not trust them dudes. When Krystal put that bag on her shoulder and went out that door, Krystal knew what she was doing. When she put that pocketbook on her shoulder and walked out that door, that's when everything changed. Was she set up from the outdoors? Was she set up outside? That's the question. But it didn't have to be by Tony. But when you dealing with something like this, when you dealing with a case like this, you can't talk. This is serious. This is a serious case. And they talking in South Carolina. Why they gonna tell us he 40? I'm just gonna tell you he 46 miles from him. That's Barnesville. All of these cases are so related. I like these cases. I like cases like this. It make you think. All these cases are here to make us think. And I like it. I love it. Because it got me thinking. It got me thinking like I don't know what. Where is Krystal? Krystal runs away like this at times. And the victim are the kids. The kids is the victim. The kids are the victim. How y'all gonna go pick up some drugs with y'all? Look at him. Y'all got to realize that them two people wouldn't have left them kids in the house by themselves. Y'all got to realize Krystal wouldn't have left them in the house by themselves, nor Tony, neither Tony. Don't forget they put them kids in the car with them to go drive to pick up batches with the kids in the car. This ain't looking good. This is not looking good. If you go pick up something, you got children in the car. Y'all got to look at this story whole different. This story got to be looked at different. Man, they sound just like my man, they sound just like my cousin. They sound like my brother too. They sound like something he do, but he don't have no children in it. Golly, this stuff here is crazy. And now where in the world I put my children in my car and go pick up something? Yes, they would probably and leave them kids at their home too. They sure would. Hey, if you let your children go to pick up some, doing out, them kids see too much, man. Them kids see too much. Them kids see too much. And they don't got, and the family don't got tired of it. They don't got sick and tired of this. Tony may hurt himself this time. He can't run too far. Please don't come to Atlanta, Tony. Please don't. You gonna get caught, bro. You gonna get caught, bro. These goddamn police is up, huh? You can't even do nothing. You be like, where you come from? Tony got to change clothes. Tony older guy, older dude in his 40s, 48, going on 50. Trying to be young. Fooling with these young girl and getting himself in trouble. Do you think streets know about the deal? Yeah. When left Tony, got information too late. I can't understand what you're saying, Chappelle. Straighten that up for me. Retype that. I can't even make that out. I can't even understand what you said. Do you think street know about the deal went left? Tony got info too late to protect her. I don't understand what you asking me, boo. Got to type that right, girl. You better wake up and type that. I'm gonna need you to wake up. I'm gonna need for you to wake up, Chappelle, and rewrite that. Never seen no truck turn in this street. Why you turn down this street? Nah, that noise. Chappelle, rewrite that, retype that, baby. Wake up and retype. Retype that for me. Poor children. Children have to go through so much. Poor babies. The children is the victim in this thing. Y'all make sure y'all donate something to them children, man. This sad. Yeah, it's too much going on. It's too much going on. It's too much going on for me. Chappelle, retype that for me. Wake up now. Wake up now so I can answer your question. Oh, a lot of these women keep getting themselves and stuff, man. I tell you, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Tony, if you ain't dead, then what you need a lawyer for? How you gonna, if you a 48-year-old man and you gonna ask your mama, do you need a lawyer, Tony? A lawyer for what? If you ain't dead, then what you need a lawyer for, Tony? If you haven't done anything, why you need a lawyer? A lawyer for what, Tony? The police just asked you what happened. You called and told them that. When you called and told them Krystal was missing, what did you say? What you say? What did you say? What did you say when the police said, when you told the police Krystal was missing? They got it recorded. Why you on the run? Why you burn the car up, Tony? What you hiding? Whoa. Why would you burn a car up? Yo, man, where you burn a car up at? And if you burn that car up, who was there to pick you up? Somebody is traveling with this man, y'all. Somebody is traveling with this man. This man don't burn a car up. I know doing well he ain't burn no car up cause drugs was in it. This is one of the weirdest. Y'all. Tony, you could have flushed this stuff down the toilet. You could have threw this stuff in it. You could have threw drugs in the lake. Only reason why I see you burn a car up to make us think that somebody was dead, but they are alive. It's a scheme operation. She's saying Tony got information, but too late to protect her. I don't think she did. I don't think Krystal did. There's no evidence saying she did. This is what they want us to think. See, when Tony burned the car up, Chappelle, when Tony burnt the car up, they want us to think she did. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? Chappelle, why you laughing? Oh, I was just telling you rewrite it because you sleep. Because when I'm sleeping, I write like that. I write like that when I'm sleeping. That's why I know you still sleep. Oh, Lord. See, you had to go back and read that too. Yeah. Oh, you driving? I knew you were doing. I knew you were doing something. Girl, I tell you the truth. I knew you were doing something. Cause I know when I'm sleeping, girl, I can type some wrong stuff, don't even know it, and then go back and read. I like, dog, what this say? Okay, let go back and look at y'all. What we gonna do today at 5? We gonna go back and I'm gonna pull up what Tony typed on his son page. Now, why would the son delete his channel? Why would he delete his channel last night? Why? It ain't nothing on his channel. It's nothing on his channel. Why delete the channel? His daddy should have never got on his channel. His daddy should have never got on his channel. That's what that is. The daddy should have never got on it. Because I already don't got, I know how we think. That's why I already don't got everything off of everybody's page. Because I knew they were going to take it down. I got everything. I got everything. For number one, we don't care or nothing about, one thing what I'm not going to do you, she don't retype it. Okay, do you think Tony got the information too late about the deal and got them too late to protect her? I do, Shapiro. I do. I really do. I really do. To protect her. Maybe the streets was saying what was going down with the deal. Yeah. That's what I didn't want to say this. I didn't want to say this. Yeah, Shapiro. I didn't want to say this. I didn't want to say this because I was trying to say what the kids say. But absolutely, I think that's what happened. I don't think Tony did nothing in this case. I really don't think Tony did nothing. I really don't. I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to say nothing. I wanted to keep that to myself. I wanted to keep that to myself. I don't think Tony did nothing. I know Tony better run though, because Tony ain't got no choice. Tony saw the thing. Tony got there too late. But why is he burning cars? They say he burned cars. What's wrong with him mentally? These folks know they be coming down this street right here fast, and it's a little bit of street. How old was the son with the Facebook page? I was getting to that last night, Bam, and that boy never did answer that question. I asked that question. He looked like he's about 28. He looked like he about 28. 29, but they said that Tony, what time is it, y'all? Oh, shoot. I got to put on my clothes while I'm talking to y'all. Shoot, I saw that school bus. Let me put on my darn shirt. Talking to y'all. I forgot I'm at work. I asked that same question. How old Tony's son? See, because Tony don't supposed to have no older son. Tony got an oldest. He got an older. He got an oldest. That's supposed to be his son. He look like he about 20 to me. He look like he about 28. He like he about 28. Now. Yeah, he look like he about 28, a good 28. I ain't never heard no daddy using his son Facebook page to talk through. Golly. But y'all gotta remember, everybody, different counties. I, huh? Okay, baby. Uh, I mean, was she selling fake pills or what? I don't know. Because people are watching him in the street. Yeah, they watching Tony. Hey, they passing Tony around. They don't even want Tony. Them folk don't want Tony. They don't want Tony. Tony saw too much. Tony saw too much. Tony saw too much. Whew, Lord, y'all, we got to talk. We got to go. We got to go on the map. When I get home this morning, we got to go on the map. We got to go on the map. And we got to put it all together at 5 o'clock. Because, honey, slow rolling, rolling like a motion. Ooh, yeah. Look like prison glasses. I don't know. I don't know. That boy last night, bam, he deleted his page. He deleted his page while we was on him. Why he delete his page? He ain't in trouble. He not in trouble. That boy ain't got time. That little young boy ain't got time for what his dad miss. He ain't got time for his dad miss. Y'all, I might have to get some braids in my head. I might have to put my braids back in because I can't even do nothing with my hair with a hat on my head. I did nothing to. Hold on, babe. Let me put these glasses back on. Let me put my prison glasses on. Hold on. I thought I smelled a cigarette. I hope they get ready to clean it. Okay, here we go. Okay. You said, sound like she could have been selling pills to some young folks, show, dude. That's what it is. And they was fake and they came back. Just a speculation. You already know she was selling pills. Chris ain't, this ain't, I know, I know, I gotta get off him. I gotta get off, y'all. You right, it's 6:45, I gotta get off. I'm on, I go, good morning. I'm at 8 o'clock, I'm gonna come back on at 8. And then I'm gonna go home, y'all, okay? And then we gonna pull that map up. And we got to pull up the map and the distance. We got to get our own timeline because there's no time in between nothing. So what we're gonna have to do is come up with our own time. So we got to put it together. That's what we got to do. We got to put it together. All right, y'all. I see y'all later pimping. Y'all, peace.